Hello, my name is Joseph Cervantes, founder of Success Made Simple, and today we're going to be discussing visions. Now, what a more pristine place than to be outside here in sunny Orange County, California, to talk about the founding principle of everything that I use when it comes to building and succeeding at any goal that I set out before myself. I remember back to a point where I was 278 pounds and I was at the worst place in my life, mentally, physically. I had herniated 2 discs in my back. It brought about a level of depression in my mind, and I couldn't figure out what I needed to do in order to start becoming the person that I knew I could be. And I tried over and over and over again to set myself right, to start eating cleaner. I would stop eating fast foods, but for some reason or another, I would get a few days or a few weeks into it and I would quit. And it was really starting to take its toll on me. And it wasn't until I started reading and learning from Tony Robbins where I started to understand the principles of the way that we work and pain and pleasure. And what we do is we get so comfortable living a certain way. We get so comfortable in a certain lifestyle that what tends to happen is that when you change something dramatically, let's say you cut something completely out of your diet, or let's say you change something drastically out of your life, your body starts to associate pain to that change. And the way our subconscious mind works, it will do everything that it can to avert that pain so that you start to sense the pleasure back in life. Although, being it that the grander idea here is that you want to get healthier, that you want to implement change in your life so that you can see more pleasure from whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish, whatever goal that you're setting for yourself. So what I learned from Tony Robbins and a few other teachers that I've studied very, very intently was that in order to change your beliefs, in order to re-engineer your beliefs, you have to start with a vision, okay? And it could be as simple as, I want to drop 100 pounds, or I want this job, or I want to start aligning myself so that I can be in that position in my organization. And that type of a vision will actually set in place the foundation for you to start building from. Now, where most people fail with this is that they set this vision, but they don't start from a crystal clear perspective of what it is that they're trying to attain, and they don't break it down into incremental bits, okay? And that's what I wanted to help you with today. So let's talk about a very, very clear vision and how we start to set that so that we can become very successful with whatever it is that we're putting out there. I want you to close your eyes, okay? And I'm gonna create a vision for you of the way that I see my life and what I look for in the near future for myself. The breeze blows gently through the white satin curtains that hang in front of my balcony. The scent of the ocean fills my room. My eyes open with the sun beating in, just barely. No clock, no watch. I have no perspective of what time it is, but I know that my body senses that it's rested more than enough. I slowly start to peel back the white goose down comforter that resides over my body, and I stretch my full body out, raising my arms, knowing that I'm getting ready for another day. And I lay there for a moment and I think about the greatness that I'm going to accomplish today. And I close my mind and I envision the perfect day for myself. And I envision all of the smiles that I'm going to be giving other people. And I envision all of the interactions that I'm going to have in that day. And I know that in a couple hours I'm going to be tuning everything out and I'm going to be hanging out with my children. I open my eyes and I take a shower comfortably, no rush to the morning, make some coffee, have some breakfast, and then I set up for a workout. And I get my workout done and I feel great and I have the endorphins running through me. And I'll start planning out my day. Haven't done any emails. I haven't done any of that yet. Maybe go in and plug in and talk to some people on social media for a couple minutes, you know. And then I see right about midday, after the kids are already in school and the day settled down, I see myself sitting down for 4 or 5 hours and really just mapping out what I'm going to do next and what goal I have next. And if I need to lay out a vision, lay out a vision. If I need to follow up on some of the things that I'm already building, then I do about 4 or 5 hours of studious work and just really intently focus on that. No phones, no interruptions. It's me and my work. And then at about 2 or 3 o'clock, I shut it all down. And I've already used up all the energy that I'm going to associate to work for the day. I'll probably go back in and check in with some people on social media. And I'll go and get my sons after school if need be. And then I'll come home and we'll either sit down and talk and have dinner, or I would take them to their sports and we'd have a great time together. We'd sit down and we'd interact with one another. I'd find out how their day went, and I would probably go back onto social media again and interact with some more people just to make sure that I'm answering all the questions that they have and getting some more information out there to you guys, or maybe even do another recording like this in a very gentle, comfortable situation where I dictate the time. And I smell the scents of the air. I see the ocean outside of my home on my balcony. The sun gently falls beneath the horizon. And before I lay down again to go to rest, I thank God for everything that He's given to me. And I'm very grateful in my heart. And the positivity flows. And I see this being a regular occurrence with very little fluctuation. And that's the life that I'm building for myself. And we all have the ability to do that. And there's so much more detail that I can go into. But I wanted to give you a sense of the vision that I've created for myself, which is I don't want to work on somebody else's dream. Because if I'm working for somebody else, I'm building their dream for them. They've had that vision already, and they've laid out their plan, and they've started to execute their plan, and they hire me as an employee so that I can help them build their dream. Well, we all have the opportunity to change that for ourselves. We all have the opportunity to build our own dream. And maybe not necessarily have people work for us, but maybe it's just to be in a comfortable world for ourselves where we can do what it is that we're called to do. What is our purpose? And when you can create your vision based on what it is that you feel your purpose is, that's when you have strength behind it. That's when the magic starts to happen. But it's about sitting down, putting pen to paper, and really drafting this out and creating this vision for yourself of what it is that you want to do, who it is that you want to be, and how you want to see your day planned out and mapped out and executed. And when you can do that, you actually start to set in motion the things in your life that it is that you want to accomplish. They start to happen. Because as we're going to talk about in future meetings here, really what we're going to do is we're going to take that vision, we're going to break it down even further. Because along that road, let's say you want to start a company. Along that road, that vision is going to have multiple goals that you're going to have to attain. Okay? And in order to do that, you've got to plan and map out each one individually. And ultimately, your goal is this, it's X, okay? But you have to do Y and Z and A, B, C, and D all in order to accomplish X, okay? And that master plan that you have, that you've set the wheels in motion to attain, can be bitten off and chewed in more smaller aspects so that you can inevitably attain it in the fastest methodology possible. And it's by using and implementing these things. So I challenge you today. I challenge you to take some time to actually draft out what it is that you envision for yourself. What do you see your life looking like? What is your ideal situation that you see? Whether it be a relationship, how would that relationship look? How would it feel? What feelings would you have? What things would you do for that person? If it's losing weight, how would you feel losing all of that weight? What new things would you do? Would you go hiking? Would you take your kids out and play sports with them? If you don't have children, would you go to the beach more often? Would you be able to take off your shirt? Would you be able to lift 175 pounds on a bench press, or whatever the case may be? If you're looking to be a better parent, how would being a better parent look? What would you feel like? How would your kids interact with you? If you want to be a better employee and that's not your goal to start your own business or what have you, and you want to just be a better employee, what would your bosses say to you? How would they respond to you? What are some of the things that they would give you as far as responsibilities are concerned? What would be your ideal position in that organization? And when you can lay out that vision and be crystal clear about what it is that you want to attain and what that end result is, that's when things start to happen. So I hope you enjoyed this short video today about creating your vision. Again, we'll get into more detail later on, but if you have any questions, please feel free to let me know below in the comment section. If you're watching these on social media, please hit that share button or let a friend know. If you're on Instagram, tag a friend down below. I'd really appreciate it. I'd love to hear back from you. Please provide me your feedback if you thought that this was useful. Again, be great today. I hope to share more with you in the future. I hope to serve you, and thank you very much for your time.